In this video, I'm going to expose the 5 biggest lies about America's debt that keep you broke and reveal the exact names of the people getting rich off this deception while you struggle to pay your bills, including the 4th lie, which is the most dangerous one because when this lie finally breaks, it won't just crash the stock market. It will personally destroy your retirement, your home value, and your children's future. Lie number 1, America's debt is out of control because politicians are bad with money. That's a fairy tale designed to keep you distracted. Here's the truth they pray you never figure out. The entire system is built to run on debt, deliberately. Let me give you one name, BlackRock. They manage $11.6 trillion, more than the GDP of every country except the US and China. Every time Congress raises the debt ceiling, Larry Fink gets richer. Every time your taxes go up to pay the interest, his dividend checks get bigger. Washington doesn't borrow because they have to. They borrow because the system rewards it. Lie number 2, national debt doesn't really affect regular people like you. Another whopper designed to keep you asleep. Here's how this works in real dollars. Interest payments on the national debt have become the 2nd biggest federal expenditure, surpassing both defense spending and Medicare. The increase in gross national debt over the past year amounts to $4,582 per person, $11,790 per household. That's your vacation money, your emergency fund, your kids' college savings, gone straight into the pockets of bond traders who make more in a day than you make in a year. Every dollar borrowed means more of your future gets siphoned off, and it's accelerating. You feel it already. Prices go up, your savings buy less, and the so-called solutions only seem to make things worse. Meanwhile, the people cashing in on America's debt get richer, no matter who's in office or what crisis hits the headlines. This isn't just about Washington gridlock or abstract numbers. These are the 5 biggest lies that keep you stuck, stressed, and paying the price, while a handful of insiders quietly rig the game to win. But here's what keeps me up at night, and why I'm making this video. We're not talking about something that might happen in 10 years, likely much, much sooner. But most people don't care because they believe lie number 3, America can just print its way out of any debt problem. You know what country tried this exact strategy? Venezuela. In 2013, they had the world's largest oil reserves and a stable currency. Today, a loaf of bread costs 7 million bolivars. But here's the difference. When Venezuela collapsed, Americans could still buy food. When America collapses, there's nowhere to run. Every time they fire up the money printer, your dollars lose value. Your groceries cost more, and the rich move their money into assets that inflate right along with the debt. Who benefits? Big investors, asset managers, and hedge funds. Guys who know how to get out of cash before inflation guts it. While you were sleeping last night, the US government borrowed $4.27 million. That's $178 million every single hour. But here's the part that will make you sick. Every penny of that interest goes to the same people who are about to foreclose on America's future: foreign investors. When was the last time you heard that on the evening news? Never. And there's a reason for that. When other countries see us printing money to cover our bills, they start dumping the dollar and snapping up hard assets, making the next crisis hit even harder, right at home. This isn't hypothetical anymore. China has been reducing its US Treasury holdings while ramping up gold purchases. Japan is quietly diversifying into gold too. And lie number 4, this is the most dangerous one because when this lie finally breaks, it just won't crash the stock market. It will personally destroy your retirement, your home value, and your children's future. And here's the terrifying part. If that weren't terrifying enough, it's already started to happen. People think that the world can't afford to walk away from the dollar? Let's be real. The only reason America can keep borrowing like this is because the rest of the world keeps buying our debt. But what happens when China, Japan, or Saudi Arabia stop showing up to treasury auctions? In Saudi Arabia, they just announced they're accepting the yuan for oil payments. The dominoes are falling. We're just not hearing about it on the news. Suddenly, interest rates spike, the dollar tanks, and all those safe retirement plans start to look a lot less safe. But don't take my word for it. Just last month, Jamie Dimon publicly warned that the US could face a debt crisis.
You are going to see a crack in the bond market.
But here's what he didn't tell you. JP Morgan Chase holds over $300 billion in government securities. He's literally profiting from the problem he's warning you about. And here's what most people miss. foreign central banks have already started cutting back on buying U.S. debt. And the people cashing in? Big banks and insiders who can move money in and out of currencies and assets before the average person even knows what's happening. The Congressional Budget Office projects interest costs will reach $952 billion in 2025, representing an 8% increase from the previous year. The window is closing faster than anyone realizes, which brings us to the final, most profitable lie. The experts will save us. Just trust the system. Let's be honest. If the experts were actually looking out for you, would we even be $36 trillion in the hole right now? It'll be $37 trillion any day now. Janet Yellen made $7.2 million in speaking fees from Wall Street banks before becoming secretary. Jerome Powell's net worth has grown substantially since becoming Fed chair. These aren't public servants. They're employees of the financial system, and you are not their client. The same talking heads on TV are the ones raking in speaking fees, trading on inside knowledge, or lobbying for bigger bailouts. When it comes to the next debt ceiling crisis or market meltdown, they're going to be fine. You'll get higher taxes, slashed benefits, and a retirement plan that buys half as much as you'd hoped. Look, I used to work in this system. I've sat in rooms where they laugh about dumb money. That's what they call the average Joe consumer investor. I've seen the presentations where they calculate exactly how much they can extract from middle-class savings before people notice. So let's be real. The debt isn't just a problem. It's a product, a system built to funnel your hard-earned money into the hands of the very people selling you the debt crisis story. Who's cashing in on the deception? Wall Street, big banks, foreign governments, and a rotating cast of politicians who get paid, one way or the other, every time that national debt clock ticks higher. So what can you do about it? Well, the people who survive what's coming aren't smarter than you. They just have access to information you don't, until now. First, don't play the game the way that they want you to. Owning cash and hoping for a bailout isn't a strategy, it's a setup. The people who win in this system are the ones who own real assets, real estate, businesses, cash flow streams that rise with inflation. What I'm about to share is the exact playbook the wealthiest people I know what they use to protect their wealth during a currency crisis. The window, it's closing faster than anyone realizes. But you don't have to play victim to the biggest lies about the debt. You can position yourself to win, just like the insiders do. So I put together a simple 2-page document detailing what they call the exploit and escape strategy. It's 5 simple steps to turn the table on these lies in your favor. The link, it's below in the description. And understand that this is not financial advice. It's survival information. Drop a comment. Which of these lies did you believe? Or did you always suspect that the game was rigged? And I'll feature the sharpest takes and questions in the next video. The people who ignore this will regret it for the rest of their lives. Don't wait for them to fix the system. Start taking control of your own future right now. While everyone else panics, you'll know exactly what to do. Hey, quick thing before you go. I'm running this weird experiment where I basically pay people to do real estate deals for them. And then I split the profits with them 50-50. And you can watch this right here to get all the details. And yeah, I know it's probably the most ridiculous offer that I've ever made, but it's working like crazy. And if you're thinking there's a catch, you would be right. I can only work with 2 to 3 people per city. So if you're curious, check out this video here to see if your market's still open. Or don't. It's not for everyone. Thanks for watching though. I'll see you next time. Take care.